Welcome to this News9 special with me, Nabila. Budget and premium homes can also be called as dream homes, considering the fact that a large number of people buying it are investing in a home for the very first time. While Bengaluru is the ideal place to invest in property, there are also concerns on how to go about purchasing the right budget or premium home. Like always, News9 is here to solve your queries. From sporting the tag of being a pensioner's paradise to reinventing itself as the Silicon Valley of India, Bengaluru has witnessed a high influx of working professionals from across the country. This has led to an increase in demand for homes in localities that until a couple of years ago were either old industrial areas or sparsely populated with basic infrastructure as they were too far from the city centre. While homes in localities closer to the city centre or in well-established older neighbourhoods come with a steep price tag, the suburbs and peripheral areas are witnessing the rise of mid-range and budget housing options alongside the super premium.
In fact, I am also looking for my own house and make investments in Bangalore. Place is very beautiful and very good potential for the investments in real estate here. And in fact, I am planning to start a business here in property development line.
Oh, nice.
And I have already taken up premises in Bangalore for my office. Now searching for a residence, I find that I need to do a lot in Bangalore now.
You think it has potential?
It has tremendous potential.
Why?
And see, city is growing. It's a lovely place, very good climate, nice environment. As such, it is called Garden City. So it's worth investing here.
Mid-range options are popular as they are located in close proximity to IT hubs, with well-developed social infrastructure and access to good healthcare and education centers. But prospective buyers still feel that buying the right budget or premium home could be quite tricky.
Budget homes, if you're talking about, we have lots of land banks still in Bangalore.
Okay.
So we have too much of land bank, and for another 10-15 years you can find the budget homes can be there. It is affordable for most of the middle class people, provided the builder gives in the right price. Number one. Number two is, all these budgets home, whatever people are talking about, the green revolution, green city or whatever it is, but whether it is reaching a right people is a question mark, big question mark we have. Budget home, which is going to be very far off from the city, not accessible to most of the central location of the city, which is another question mark. And more important is, though we are coming out with lots of budget cities, we have to come out with the new cities. Far from the city, new cities, we have to provide lots of, quite a few transportation facility, connectivity to the metro. That makes more difference even though there is a budgeting home. I would like to invest in Bangalore, looking at the climate, I would like to invest in a premium home than the budget home.
Well, people's worries are only valid, considering that many people investing in a budget or a premium home are doing so for the first time. If you too are looking to buy your dream home within your budget and hassle-free, then watch out for the Sweet Home Real Estate Expo hosted by News9 from the 19th to the 21st of September at the BBMP grounds, Shantinagar. Nabila for News9. Well, there you heard it. Budget and premium homes is one of the only segments that is much in demand, and also you can call it a dream home for most of them because it's mostly first-time investors who invest in a budget or premium homes. I have with me a few a panel of guests here who can tell us more about how and what are the procedures in investing in an ideal dream home, a budget or a premium home. We have with us Mr. Padmanabhan, CMD, Mangalya Developers. Thank you, Mr. Padmanabhan, for joining us. We also have Mr. Kulkarni again, the AGM of SBI. Thank you, Mr. Kulkarni, for joining us. And then we have Mr. Ravi Kumar, Director, MV Projects. Thank you, Mr. Ravi Kumar. We also have Mr. Manish Agarwal, CEO, CMRS Group. Thank you, Mr. Manish, for joining us. I'll start with you, Mr. Padmanabhan. Yeah. What is the demand for budget and premium homes?
Here again, I would like to draw some sort of a distinction between the two. Both are not the same actually.
Right.
Budget are the ones I classify them which cost less than 50 lakhs. The premium ones I classify them as costing above 50 lakhs. There is tremendous demand, of course, for the ones which I was telling you as budgeted, maybe up to 50 lakhs. There is tremendous demand. As far as the premium segment is concerned, costing between 50 lakhs to 1 crore. All these days, yes, we had some sort of a slackness in the market. But from the last 1 month, we are finding some sort of a revival, maybe because of the revival in the economy also. We are hoping, because we happen to be in that segment, we are hoping that things will look good, and hoping for the best.
Nice. Mr. Ravi Kumar, you believe there's a sudden boost in the premium home market?
See, today confidence in the public, or the investor, or end users, as you rightly said, Mr. Padmanabhan, the two kind of things. In the premium home, really, who wants to live, one person, and other one is the investment. How exactly I'm going to invest today, and what is that I'm going to get yearly. By end of the day, as it comes to the premium segment today, even if you go from the city around up to 20 kilometer, even you must have seen in the many projects, not even above 50 lakhs, it's up to 5 crores, 10 crores. There are 40 kilometers from the city, 50 kilometers city. Right. There the project is going on today in the Bengaluru.
Right.
The beauty
and
of
there are takers, you say.
There are takers. So the beauty of the Bengaluru is today is a climate, as everyone knows well. And whoever comes to Bengaluru, it's like inviting city, any kind of people. And today in India or overseas, whoever comes here, love to stay or love to invest. Recently we had a meeting, we had a seminar in Bengaluru. There are 8 to 9 countries people who had invited in Bengaluru, and all they seen the Bengaluru, Russia, Singapore, Malaysia, everyone, they love to invest on the real estate segment. Future, even budget homes, no need to worry. The only connectivity, even the government of Karnataka, they promised very clearly, infrastructure minister, everyone. Today, no other option other than doing the best infrastructure facility, where connectivity is most important today. Even 50 kilometers you can travel well, unless you provide the best, the connectivity, facility. Transportation. And that case, today is the Bengaluru, the best destination as an investor paradise. Before, once upon a time, it was a paradise of retired people.
Yeah,
the Bengaluru
paradise.
Yes, it was like that. Today, the best thing is, the city is growing like anything, and the confidence level of today's government of India, where the confidence level is in the public, is one of the best city to invest in India as well as any other way.
Absolutely.
So the future, we are all lucky to live in the Bengaluru. We have seen many people in the Bengaluru as a friends, as a individual or investor, whoever comes. Even today also met the many people. They are living in other countries, but they want to invest
in Bengaluru.
In Bengaluru, especially in the Bengaluru. When they see the Bengaluru is one thing, the best is climate and the brains. And this is the boon where we got really.
Right.
So that way, nothing to worry about that. And all the developers today, whatever the premium or budgetary homes, they are all well getting educated from the many ways. They want to give the best. Only thing is, as I said, the way the land price is more, there you cannot give a budget or affordable home. You have to travel.
A little away from the city center.
Away from the city center. Now cities are getting created. The many people are coming up with 150 acres, 200 acre township in all over the Bengaluru, surrounding up to kilometer. That's a good thing. And periphery outer ring roads are coming today. And all these facts, today we have nothing to worry about. You're not required to be stay in the city center, or we have to come here. If you come to the Yelahanka today, there is a mall, there is a hotel, there is everything.
You have everything, accessibility, amenities, everything is around.
Go to even Chikkolapur, the road there, even there also now many developers are coming with huge township. Only thing is infrastructure, yes, the people are promised, the government is promised to do the best. Nothing to worry, it grows well.
All right, all the best to you for your budget. You're into budgeting or a budget house or
till today we have done premium. Say above, as you said, above 50 lakhs. Now we are coming up with budget. We would like to give even the budget home also the best facility, and the concept homes, keeping in mind of sustainability. That is, many people have spoken about the green concept and green building.
Eco-friendly
and nature friendly. So maximum extent we should try to put in consideration we should do the project.
Right. Mr. Manish, do you agree that a large majority, go in for budget homes or, premium homes because it is their first time investment, that's what they look at as a stepping stone, and what better place to invest than in Bengaluru?
Right. If you look at it, basically the housing needs come from that in India there is a gap of housing. As per the last survey, there are about 68 million people who need housing. That's a very rough estimate that out of the 88 million people, there are 88 million families, there are 68 million families who still need housing. Out of this, the large chunk of 88% of this housing needs is from the lower income group, the people who are earning less than 10,000 rupees. And there's also a gap, a small amount of gap, which is from the MIG and the LIG sector, where the disposable income, now I'm talking about something called a disposable income. So what is a disposable income? Is something which is left over after your basic need of food, your clothing, and your medical expenses and educational expenses. Whatever you are left out with, that's your disposable income. So that is what my capacity to invest. So when I talk about a budget home, a budget for a person who is earning 10,000 rupees, his budget would be very different from a person who is earning like a 2 lakh rupees. So everybody need a kind of a budget home. But for a person who is earning a 2 lakh rupees, his budget home would be approximately a home which costs like 50 lakh.
There is, everybody is providing a segment that would suit your pocket. But ideally, a budget home, I think we are looking here as more affordable for the lower income
more
group.
Affordable. And Bangalore especially, when it's having a very good climate, there are so much of migration that is happening in Bangalore. That is one. And second is because of this labor force that is available in Bangalore, there are 3 industrial towns which are coming up. Like you have in Malur, you have in Narsapur. All these are the industrial zones which are coming up. They are supposed to employ at least 5 to 10 lakh people over next 5 years. And where is the housing available for them? So that is an area where I see a very good potential for all the builders to create budget home. And now my definition of budget home would be something which a person can afford, maybe with a disposable income of, if his income is less than let's say 50,000 rupees, then 30% of it can go as an EMI. So an home which cost him like 20-25 lakhs, that's the top line limit. That's what I call it as a budget home. And now how do you create it? That's a challenge. I'm not a big advocate that you throw him out of the city and then wait for the government to create an infrastructure. We should look for more innovative ways. Like for example, if you look at today's scenario, one of the move that government can take probably is to increase the FAR. If a builder agrees to incorporate the green building concepts. We as in CMRS Group, what we have done is, the green building is our main motto. We are an IGBC member. So we do a lot of things for open area, there will be a lot of greenery, but we are not getting any benefit out of it. So why should we do that? But the government should encourage us and say that, okay, like it has been done in Delhi already, that if you are an IGBC, if you are practicing an IGBC practices, then you get a benefit in the FAR. So if I get an FAR, I will be able to build more space, right? And that if I can build more space, even the apartment which I'm selling, let's say for today, my properties are very affordable. Like they start from maybe somewhere around 3,000 rupees. I have the properties available. So I can still bring it down to 2,800, 2,600.
If you have the
if I have this FAR benefit given from the government, that's one. Second is there are some design innovation which we are doing, and I would like that industry to adopt is, for example, if you are making 1 BHK, a standard practice in Bangalore being even if they make a 1 BHK, the kitchen size still remains the same as it would be in the any 2 BHK or 3 BHK.
Oh, that sounds nice and interesting. Mr. Manish, we will slip into a short break. We're very interested to know the amenities you provide in that budget
I would talk
of 20
more
to
about
25 lakhs. But all that right after a short break. Stay tuned. Welcome back, where we go on to talk about the amenities that comes within a 20-25 lakh budget home. It was quite interesting to hear that you provide space for that amount, because normally when you think of apartments of 20-25 lakhs, you think of a cramped space or something really tight, But if you are providing something that is more spacious, why not? I think that's one thing that could lure customers to come in and buy. Mr. Padmanabhan, do you agree with that? Budget homes right now are becoming a lot more spacious.
Definitely. And as you are also touching that point of, making it also with a lot of amenities is still possible. Amenities does not mean that you provide a big clubhouse and all. Amenities also means providing some lung space like good
Right.
gardens,
I
parks,
think that's the only
children play
amenity
area.
that anybody
Doesn't
would
cost you much.
relish.
It can be provided. So because that is required any family for that matter.
Right.
They will have children and they need some space to.
You need one arm space at least.
Absolutely, it doesn't cost much to the builder to provide, and these things could be provided even for budget oriented complexes also. It can be provided.
So it's available, you're saying, it's very much
Absolutely,
possible.
very much possible.
Within the 20-25 lakh bracket.
Definitely.
All right. Over to you, Mr. Manish. You were telling me a few amenities. What else do we expect from a budget home, at least from yours?
Okay, so when I talk about amenities, generally it's a misconception that amenities has to be very, very expensive. What as a CMRS Group we do is, we convert every feature as a benefit. Okay, we don't talk about features, we talk about benefits. For example, what is the benefit in it for me is a feature. I'll give you an example. For example, you will see some builders providing a squash court. Okay.
Squash court, yeah.
Yeah, squash court. But how many people actually practically play squash? It's a physically very demanding game, number one. You go to any apartment, the squash court will be probably the only area which will be empty.
Yeah.
It's
and
a
you're
fact of the
losing out
life.
on space there.
Right, and it eats up lots of space, and unfortunately this is the most expensive amenity. Then why do you want to waste money in the amenities which cost you too much, and only 1 out of 2,000 people is going to actually use it?
And most of the time you only imagine, okay, I'll go tomorrow, never happens.
Right, and it never
and
happens.
if you are going to a clubhouse or a gym anyway, which is located outside your apartment, where you seldom use what is inside your apartment.
Right,
You'll go to an outdoor gym and probably use all the amenities.
Right, that's what. So what we do is, we provide something what we call as a combination of indoor and outdoor amenities. So like it's a very innovation thing that we have done is, we are even applying a design patent for it. We have created something like a very low weight green balconies. Like generally, typically you will have a balcony space, and then if you want to convert it as a green, what people will do is they'll put pots inside the balcony.
Yeah.
It eats up the whole balcony.
Yeah.
Your balcony is gone.
Yeah.
And the other solution being, it's available in the market, is that where you will hang a pot outside the balcony.
Yeah.
It looks nice, but it's very impractical. I'll tell you why. Because the sand when it gets wet, a typical pot, even a small size pot, will weigh you about 5 kg. A big size pot will weigh you about 100 kg. It's unsafe, and you are risking the life of not the person who is passing by the downstairs. So it's unimaginable thing.
Right.
That's why it's not practical solution. What we have done here is, we have procured a research technology from Pantnagar Institute, where we are creating a very, very lightweight soil, and we have a design patent on creating in pots which weigh you the entire solution of. We are now with all the amenities, we are creating a garden area where actually the vegetables and the herbs can be grown.
Okay.
And the entire structure
In-house.
It is for the balcony. We call it a green balcony.
Yeah.
And the entire structure does not weigh more than 5 to 6 kg.
Nice.
That's a very big innovation. It does not cost much. It's an amenity which is not available outside, but this is where we bring it right inside. This one amenity which doesn't cost us anything. The second amenity what we are providing is what we believe in, like everybody nowadays, it's an vastu is a fashion, right? There will be rarely any builder who will say that
won't follow us. Sir, I think everybody
does that.
If you're not going by the vastu
right.
program, then probably you won't have resale value.
Right.
It's that simple.
Right.
Yeah.
So we go one step ahead. Our chairman, Mr. Rangaswamy, he has been a very big follower of pyramid energy. He has been a researcher. And what he has done is, we are the only builder across, probably there are only 2 builders in India who does that, and we are the only one in Bangalore who harness the power of pyramid, and all our properties come with a pyramid, which even provides an excellent vastu, number one. Plus, all our clubhouses are shaped in the shape of a pyramid, which is inspired from a European design. But unfortunately, it has not to be seen in India so far. So these are the things, like I'm talking about amenities, which doesn't cost you anything. It creates an aura and an ambience which gives a look. And apart from that, all this traditional, and when I'm talking about 25 to 30 lakh apartment, it will come with all the amenities. Like you will have a swimming pool, you will have a clubhouse, you will have a gym.
Wow.
But apart from that, we also talk about 2 amenities which we call it as knowledge-based amenities. So all our buildings now have a science club and a library.
Wow.
So that's what CMRS Group does.
That sounds more like a premium or a luxury apartment to me. Mr. Ravi Kumar?
Yes, please.
Do you agree that's the kind of amenities now you get in a 25 to 30 lakh bracket? I mean, that sounds more of a luxury apartment to me.
Absolutely what he said is, agree with that. Today, most important thing, what everyone, the budget homes, as you rightly said, with all the facility amenities, only if the property value is X price. See, we need to move forward from the city center,
right?
Even 25 lakhs to 30 lakhs bracket to give the home, because when the land appreciation already say if we divide from the FAR what we get, it cannot be given at least minimum say around 25 to 30 kilometers far from the city.
So let's clarify where's your
Yes.
project located, Mr.
Okay,
Manish?
so we have identified very strategic location. For example, Vartur. Vartur is one of the area where we are building one apartment of 300 units. That's called Mulberry Mist. Another apartment of Royal Orchid, which is like about 100 plus units, and they are very strategically located. That they are not on outer ring road where land prices are very expensive, but they are just 4 kilometers away, and there is a signal free road.
Okay, so there you go. That's what you're talking about, Mr.
So a builder has to do a lot of research in finding out where do I find where the inconvenience is not there, because what we call it as an cost is your cost is not the apartment cost, your cost is cost plus travel. Okay, if I throw you out 30 kilometers, then obviously you are living in an apartment which costs you 20 lakhs, but on an year, on an average, you will be spending like maybe around 3,000 rupees per month just for the travel cost.
Yeah.
Then what is the real cost of an apartment? So
Right.
I don't want to go far. I'll put you right in the city of the center, but maybe a little bit behind from the city center. So like our
So
property.
you get that plush,
Yeah, right.
feel.
Best of both
Yeah.
worlds.
Mr. Ravi Kumar.
See, regarding, you want me to talk about budget homes or
Yeah,
premium?
you can. Yeah, I think we've said enough of budget homes. Now, give us a
Yeah.
difference between budget homes and premium homes. Premium homes is one notch higher. It's about in the bracket of 50 to 75 lakhs. So, what are the amenities
The
that come with
premium,
that?
suppose if you are buying a home, example, it's individual choice. Suppose you need a luxury. See, up to the cost of civil construction, say up to the plastering, other than innovative technology, innovative method, it remains same whether you go for the budget home or it's premium.
Okay.
Above that, when you come, say after the civil structure remaining, I'm not talking about the land cost. For time being, you forget about the land cost, whether you construct here, whether you construct 30 kilometer or whatever it is. When you come to the premium sector, is the specification where it counts. The same window, say you can get from today 200 rupees square feet, the same window can be provided 1000 rupees square feet. And you come to the flooring, today even your home, example, you maybe get around 50 rupees square feet, same chain to Italian marble straight away around 600 rupees square feet. It's question of affordability of individual, it's how I have to live. It's the end of the day, home is something, it's a love. You cannot value that. When you come to the affordability, okay, I love that luxury, but affordability is not there. When you come to the premium, where I have to live, what kind of home I need. Today, many development, you must have seen the many projects, many developer coming out the different, luxury, where you have spa, where you have even, the number of cars for luxury, 3, 4, and the way they are created, even in the flooring and in the bathroom fixtures and whatever the facility is giving, you cannot imagine. So their budget today, even if you go outside of city, even example Hebbal, see, even here itself, just walkable distance from TV9 place, around 10-12 crores rupees the apartment where it has been sold.
Yeah.
Same Hebbal ring road, if you go there, say start with the 4 crores.
Again, 10, 12 crores. But I think
Start with the 4
space
crores to 12
and
crores.
amenities
End of the
is the
day,
difference.
one is, as you said, it's the premium house comes, individual choice, and again they always see what is that growth, investment, if I do it, even the premium, I want to live here, what is the growth, appreciation, that means yearly. When you come to the budget, end of the day, as I rightly said, chalo, I have, this is my budget, I need a home, dream home, sweet home, with all respect, say facility, amenity, respect, all respect. You should not be very far also, even it is far also, approach should be the better.
Yes.
And facility should be taken. There what happened, the appreciation people, percentage of, expecting appreciation very less, very in the budget. Where I need home, because there are many people today, as I rightly said, in India, especially in the Bengaluru also, above 60 to 70% people, they need a home, where they don't have home. And that case, apart from that, even for the luxury, example, we are doing the project where behind Manatha Tech Park, it's only around 48. Today we believe strongly the concept. Unique design, unique concept, what is that I am going to get? The same location, there are many projects, when you come to the project, a particular one, the customer, they have a choice. They love to see what is different from others.
Yeah.
Example, all 48 the flats are 3 BHK. If you talk about 3 BHK for everyone gives, what is the
What is the
USP
difference?
of the project? all 48 into 2-car park mandatory. Even
That's
the many best of the developers which
give
you have
only
seen,
one
we see
car park.
one at end of the day after completion we will see. It's a mandatory. And all 48 car parking place we have given 16 socket. Tomorrow you want to buy a electric car, hybrid car, where you can charge connected directly to your meter.
Nice.
That's. And the basement, many places we have seen, it's like a dungeon. Car parking, chalo, you park the car, that's all. We have created a basement as a party hall. Once you remove the car parking area, you can sit and relax like a garden.
Okay. Okay. So it could also be used as a convention hall.
Yes.
As such, yeah.
And rightly when he said, the vastu is something individual faith. End of the day, many places we had experimented also. Say X, this kind of one side flat, we are designed with a vastu. When you do the mirror, it become reverse. The many people didn't believe, okay, chalo, we don't want vastu, we will buy, no problem at all. End of the day, where we are seeing the facing the problem is, after purchase the flat, some people wanted to give for the rent. Some people want to do resale.
Yeah. And
Irrespective of any religious, question mark, today vastu is so strongly is grown, irrespective of religious. I need vastu because better rent.
No, I don't think religion is got to do anything with vastu. People of every religion want to get
science end of the day.
Yeah, looking at
good
vastu.
light ventilation, it's called vastu. It's a science end of the day. Anywhere the energy, if I sit here, I can tell is a positive or negative here. Because the beautiful light ventilation, it's a positive energy. Darkness is negative energy. As very well
As
people
plain
can,
and simple.
we can make out. Here we have created all the flats not even touching each other, and it's vastu up to 90%, say some west and east facing. And as you rightly said, all 48s got main door entrance itself, we are given a green.
Wow.
Green,
Green walkway,
say around
yeah.
green pathway where around 3 feet by 6 feet. Everyone.
Mr. Ravi Kumar,
Yeah.
all this, what is in what price are you offering?
Say this around 1830 square feet, say it's around 80 lakhs rupees.
Okay.
It is
In around Manyata Tech
Manyata
Park.
behind
A
itself.
3-bedroom apartment.
all 3-bedroom apartment.
That is a premium apartment, and,
So-
quite rightly, you're giving all those amenities, lung space. You're talking about 2-car park, which normally apartments
Entire 48
refrain
is
from.
solar again. Solar. All
Everything
toilets
is solar.
is solar heating. Because as per the government norms, only in last floor and few flats only to get a electricity power approval.
So it's all hybrid.
We are mixed. Even the common area and again landscape area with the solar we are going. See, and again STP, which is not required as per the government norms, still we are providing because water wastage. Today once you flush it, minimum 5 to 10 liters of water waste.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
today
I think
water
that
is
water
very,
wastage
very
is something
precious,
that
very precious.
developers are really concerned
We
about.
had a seminar, we had in many places we had given, lecturing how important is water today. We waste, even if you take here to even if you give a glass of
No,
water.
absolutely. I think water constraint is something that developers are facing, quite a lot of hardships on that. But we speak more on that right after a short break. But after we come back, I want to know a few points to remember for all the audiences before you invest into your first budget home. We
Okay.
slip into a short break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Well, coming back to budget and premium homes, a few points that our audiences need to remember before investing, because most of the time everybody's frantic that that'll be their first investment. So they're trying to, keep a lot of points in mind. They get cheated most often by, a lot of developers because they don't do their due diligence. So a few points, Mr. Padmanabhan, to remember, particularly when it comes to penthouses, there's a lot of confusion. What is the whole deal?
As I was trying to tell you, it is basically the legal part of any building can be considered as done, as per land, you can go ahead. Now this penthouse, is being offered by various builders and under various norms and all. I don't want to go into the detail, but the legal position is very clear. As long as this constitutes part of the, floor and the, height of the building that is allowed, you can go ahead. You can call it as a penthouse, you can call it as an uppermost floor flat. Absolutely no problem. But it has to be part of that legally sanctioned, built up area.
So a penthouse includes 3rd and 4th floor together, or
if 4th floor is sanctioned, fine.
So the 4th floor needs to be sanctioned also.
Absolutely. It should not only that. I told you, not only the bedroom part, whatever they generally locate, but also the height also has to be reckoned. See, you put one more floor, you are violating in the height. See, height has a bearing, on the setback area. So that's why one has to really look into all these aspects and then, go into the
So people need to be really careful while investing in a penthouse, because
Absolutely.
most often that could,
Absolutely.
the developer could trick you into. Mr. Kulkarni, loans for penthouses as well as budget homes.
Penthouse we can give subject to approved by PMRD or BBMP. If it is not approved, it is not possible to give loans. And regarding affordable homes and
Premium and budget homes.
premium flats, actually demand is around 50 to 60% out of the total growth of 25%, out of which 50 to 60% will come from these
Budget homes,
budget homes. And we have a separate scheme for SBI Yuva home loan.
Okay.
The futures are the person should be between 21 to 45 years, and they should be working with the MNC or PSU or reputed companies or government departments, and they will get 20% excess in excess of others. That is the eligibility, and they should draw at least a net pay of 30,000. They will be eligible for around say 15. If their net pay is 30,000, they will be getting around 15 lakhs. And even we can include the prospective rent from the proposed house also. And first 3 years they need to pay only interest. Then afterwards they can start their EMI. That facility is available.
Nice. Okay, so you're making it in every possible way more feasible for people to invest.
And in the last episodes, I have covered this max gain and NRI housing loans. This is the separate facility available to the youth.
Lovely. Okay, finally, as we come down to a close, I'd like to know a few points from both of you to remember before investing into a budget or a premium home. Mr. Ravi Kumar.
See, the most important what I would like to say for all the home buyers, please, before going for any home, irrespective whatever the best developer, whatever the new developer, please verify your title documents of the particular project, the legal advisor of whom you know. Spend doesn't matter. Question mark what will happen, the people who is going to buy a home, the most important is legal, the titles. And again, you go to the advocate where you suggest. Today, after that, the where you go to the advocate and ask about the legal titles, the bank loans approval of the particular project, please take care of that. If the bank is already approved for the home loans, then your titles are very clear. And see that, suppose there are many people who is starting new, or many people already they have the brand image. Irrespective of anything, titles.
Check their credentials.
Credential is most important. Irrespective of credential, the project titles approved from the government authority as well as the bank home loans. Then what happened? Your safety for the whatever investment you have taken care. Further, as the quality of the project, the specification of the project, today end of the day what we give and what we get. See, 25 lakhs you will get the project, 50 lakhs you get the differ of location and again differ of the specification. Please only request, see these title deeds very carefully and proceed further.
Mr. Manish?
Yeah, so I want to add legal is one part of it. Obviously, you should check for the legal and especially insist that, for example, our most of properties are approved by SBI, which itself is a signature enough. If a property gets approved by SBI, it has to go through multiple level of check unless it doesn't get approved. Apart from that, what a buyer should do is, he should also check the details, that every detail of the specification has been put in the agreement document.
Okay.
That's what a lot of people ignore it. And I'm talking about even the finer details of what kind of, even the granite slab, what kind of thickness is he going to, the builder is going to put, what kind of doors is he going to put, is he going to use the teak wood door which we use, like is he going to use the teak wood door frame, everything, the minute details, what are the brands he is going to use, so that at the end of it, the buyer knows that what is he getting for this money. Otherwise, what will happen is, he will be promised something, he will be shown some pictures and a 3D walkthrough, and they come like a false claim, and then he has nothing to fall back and say that okay, I have been
Absolutely. So
cheated
make
and
sure
duped.
all the promises are put down on the, agreement. Well,
Okay.
well, we have Mr. Padmanabhan,
Yes.
a final word.
In
Yes.
addition to whatever they said, one more point of very paramount importance I can add here is the delivery guarantee. What is happening is look at the size of the projects that are being undertaken by the
Right,
builder. They are very vast. What does it mean? It means there could be delays. But delay hurts a customer.
Yes.
So the customer should look into this, what sort of a guarantee the builder is giving as far as the delivery is concerned. The certain classes like the penalty, in case if they are not able to deliver, what is the sort of compensation they are ready to pay. See, on one side you are hit because you have borrowed from a financial institution.
Correct.
They will be after you to pay the interest pre-EMI.
Right.
On the other side, you may be living in a rented accommodation. You are paying rent there. This house you invested, it's not ready. So you are being hit on all
the
fronts.
one who's hurt. So make sure
be
you check.
careful. Yes. Which part of the project?
Delivery
because the
time.
projects are being done in
That
phases.
they have the capacity to live up to the promise. Mr.
Absolutely.
Kulkarni, you had a point?
Yes, I want to tell that if the project is approved by SBI, it is rest assured that it is not defective.
It's safe.
It is safe.
It's safe.
It is
All
safe.
right. Thank you so much for joining us. We're short on time to take any more viewpoints here. But for all those suggestions there, I'm sure our audiences have heard it and taken note of it. Well, if you have any more queries, then do watch out for our Sweet Home Real Estate Expo happening on the 19th to the 21st of September, right at the BBMP grounds opposite TV9 office to solve all your queries. You heard that budget homes coming in a price with all amenities in place, looks and sounds as good as a luxury apartment. Well, thank you so much for joining us and watching. Stay tuned for a special discussion on the other side.